nice P, you know? What up, big man?
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Stafford's Lions going up against Cousins' Redskins.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. First carry for Amir Abdullah. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams will say, well, I'll worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
That's to his running back, complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And the Lions are going to have a first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And he'll lose yardage here back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A 2nd down run for Abdullah as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Out to the flat for Reddick. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Big 20, big 20.
On 1st down, Abdullah. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And our statistician, Ben Ramsar, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss only in the first quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now because what you're hearing is, can someone please block him? Come up with a scheme, come up with something. Make sure you block him because he's disrupting everything.
And down inside the 15 he goes. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I know it's a cliche and coaches always talk about it's a team game. We need all 11 to win. But let's face it, Detroit really needs Amir Abdullah to have runs like that all season long.
Missed a lot of time with injuries, especially recently. Now, Theo Riddick wound up leading the Lions in rushing last year, but just 357 yards. Now Stafford hands to Abdullah. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And this is incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Throwing is Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Oh, come on, man.
Golden Tate, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This is Kelly, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. To throw is Cousins. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now Kelly on the toss. And his play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? And almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Now Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
On third down, Cousins. He finds his target. It's Crowder. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Cousins to throw it. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Cousins now on second down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Ninth play of the drive now on third and a country mile. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So let's discuss the Detroit Lions as their offense makes their way back out there, Charles. Last 3 years, including a playoff loss in 2016, they're 25-24. They're going to have a new head coach, of course, Jim Caldwell, let go at the end of the year. And you know, it always seems like the Lions are stuck right in that middle ground. 7-9, 8-8, 9-7. Can they make that jump to go higher than that?
One would think so, but I think they're going to need to add some pieces to their team because, as you noted, right in the middle ground, they can throw the heck out of it, but they can't run it on offense. On defense, they got a little bit better against the run, but what about the pass rushers? Because Ziggy Ansah played hurt most of the season. Couldn't be as normal as it was. So they've got to get some more help there, some extra people at the second level at linebacker in order to keep up with the high-powered offenses in the NFC North.
And on 2nd and 10 now. To throw again. Stafford. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a first down throw. Stafford. His throw incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Over the middle, complete. It's Tate. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Stafford on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. First and goal here from the 9. Again, it's Stafford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Following the interception, Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Paul Warlow coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. From the gun, here's Cousins. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Cousins. Airing one out for Crowder. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. First half in the books. Okay, let's not waste any more time, or certainly any more of Larry's time. Let's play ball. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Cousins now to throw on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Crowder's got it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Tries the right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Cousins. Airing one out for Crowder. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Cousins under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jared Davis in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They go back to Abdullah on first. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah, 74 yards. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tahir Whitehead leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Second down, Cousins. Throw left side complete. It's Paul. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
What you doing?
Cousins on first down. Caught right side, Davis. A gain of 6 there on first.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Throwing is Cousins. And he's escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tahir Whitehead in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Throwing, Cousins. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's in dropped it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to run past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit!